The entire kingdom obeyed the king, but every night he was afraid of one question, a question he never allowed anyone to ask, and strangely, the moment he was alone, it appeared again. The palace stood on a high hill, stone walls, tall torches burning through the night, guards standing still like statues. From outside, the kingdom looked powerful, unshakable. Inside the throne room, golden pillars held a roof painted with victories, battles won, enemies defeated, lands conquered, and on the throne sat King Armin, a man everyone admired, a man who never lost a battle. But there was something strange about him. Every morning he demanded reports. Who praised the kingdom today? Who questioned my decisions? Who speaks against me? He listened carefully, too carefully, because the king feared something more dangerous than enemies. He feared doubt. One evening, after a long council meeting, a messenger arrived. "Your Majesty," he said carefully, "a monk has entered the city." The king frowned. "Why should I care?" The messenger hesitated. "He tells people strange things." "What things?" He asks them a question. The king leaned forward. "What question?" The messenger swallowed. "He asks, if you stop distracting yourself, who are you really?" The room fell silent. For a moment the king said nothing. Then he laughed. "A foolish man, throw him out of the city." But that night the king couldn't sleep, because the question was now inside his head. The next morning, curiosity won. The king disguised himself in simple clothes and walked through the crowded marketplace. Merchants shouted prices. Children ran between stalls. The smell of spices filled the air. And in the center of the market, sitting calmly on the ground, was the monk. People gathered around him, not because he was loud, because he was quiet. The king stepped closer. The monk looked at him once and smiled slightly. Then he asked the crowd the same question. "When the noise stops, when the distractions disappear, who are you?" No one answered. People shifted uncomfortably. The king felt something strange, anger. He stepped forward. "That question is useless," he said firmly. The monk looked at him again. "Is it?" "Yes." "Then why does it bother you?" The king froze. For the first time, someone had spoken to him like this, without fear, without respect. Just truth. The king clenched his jaw. "You know nothing about power." The monk nodded calmly. "You are right." The king smirked. "But I know something about control." The king raised an eyebrow. "What control?" The monk pointed gently toward the palace hill. "You control the kingdom." Then he looked directly into the king's eyes. "But your ego controls you." The words hit like a blade. For a moment, the marketplace noise disappeared. The king felt something he had avoided for years: silence. That night he sat alone in his palace chamber. No guards, no advisors, no noise. Just darkness and the quiet flicker of a single torch. And slowly, the question returned, louder than ever. "If you stop distracting yourself, who are you?" Not a king, not a ruler, just a man. A man who spent years proving he was strong. A man terrified of discovering he might not be. And suddenly the king understood something painful. All his victories were distractions. All his power was armor. Armor protecting him from a single truth. He never knew himself. The next morning, the monk had already left the city. But the king never searched for him, because the monk had already given him the only battle that mattered. And it was not against enemies. It was against himself. Years later, people would say the king became wiser, quieter, less obsessed with praise, less afraid of criticism, because he finally faced the question he once feared. And the truth is simple. Many people chase power, many chase success, many chase attention, just to avoid the same question. Because the moment you stop distracting yourself, one question always appears. Who are you when there is nothing left to prove? If this story made you think, subscribe for more powerful stories like this.